Hello, everyone. Hope you guys are doing fine this morning. It's June 20th. Uh, I want to go over a few things this morning. I've made some changes, so bear with me. So, a lot of you have been concerned why quizzes uh, are not posted on, and I've had a few questions. The reason is that with me being one of the newest instructor, well, a lot of the materials I don't have, and I have to get permission from Stereo University to be able to type up things like questions and get PDF, but they could not provide me any of those things. So I had to type it, or I have to type it, and the PDF I can type it. Those materials are just too long. Usually they have CDs, but because the seventh edition is new, so they could not provide me any of those for now. So that is one of the is at least is the biggest problem that I have right now, because the sixth edition, everything is out there, and because the seventh edition is new, so I decided to settle for the seventh edition. I didn't realize, all the basic stuff that I needed for the seventh edition, have not been created yet. So had I known that, I wouldn't have gone with the seventh edition. So that is a big I'm sorry to you guys. I take full responsibility of that. That was, something I really did not know. And so I'm stuck with seventh edition, and all the things to help you guys become successful not yet available. But I was trying to get permission, because of copyright. I had to do it right. I had to be right about that, because I don't want them coming after me somewhere down the line. So they finally gave me permission to put quizzes on there and type up their quizzes and all of that. But then those things are in hard copy, so I have to type them, create them, and then put them in Moodle. And it's just I gotta confess, typing, I can type, but typing real fast is not my strength. So, and I've been learning Moodle as well as we go along. So it's I just figured out this morning how to add quizzes and things like that. I know I shouldn't be telling you guys these things, something like this, but I don't want you thinking that I'm not trying. I am trying, and the process itself is I did not come in with any material. I had to create all of these things. I had to get permission. The only thing I had coming in was a book. So but that is not to say you cannot be successful. You can be. There are other ways around it. I just wanted to make sure all of these things are online for you guys, and make it as simple as possible. But notwithstanding, we're going to have to take another route. All right. So do not feel discouraged. Online quizzes is not the only route. It's easier, it's best, but I have to type up all of those things online, and all those quizzes. And I don't know if I have enough time to do that. And so I'm going to start doing that on the weekends, but I don't want to make promises and I can't keep up to it, or I can't live up to it. That's not fair to you guys. So we're going to do it old school. All right. We're going to try to do some things old school. So bear with me. All right. First thing, I'm going to put a link online that you can type. You can print your quizzes, the quizzes that I will post. You can print them. You can take your quizzes. Now I want you to be fair, not in terms of what are you cheating or not, but be fair to yourself and challenge yourself to make sure you know the material. All right. So print steady your notes and all of that. The PDF, if you have your book, then study from the book. The material I'm posting is all seventh edition. So, but the PDFs are pretty good. They should enable you to answer those questions as well. So when you get those materials, read them real good. Print 2 copies of the PDFs. Of the quiz. All right. Print 2 copies. The first copy, when you've done reading your book, or your PDF copy that I post. If you don't have your book yet, you when you're done reading, you take your first copy of your quiz. I hope I'm making sense. You print 2 copies of your quiz. The quizzes are 7th edition quizzes. If you have the book, you will be good. If you don't have the book, you print the PDF that I have posted. The PDFs are 6th edition, but that is the PowerPoint. So what they did, they capture all the important things and then they created a PowerPoint. So you should still be good to answer 7th edition quizzes. All right. So if you don't have the book, you print out your PDF, you study from it. You should still be able to take your quiz. So you print out your quiz, you print out 2 copies, you take the first copy after reading and answer without looking at your material. You answer it to the best of your knowledge. I'm not worried about whether you're going to cheat or not. The goal is for you to get the material. I want you to be fair to yourself. If you know what you're doing, remember, you're spending money to learn this thing. So you must as well learn it well. All right. So you take your quiz first. You take the first quiz and then you go back and see if you are right. Don't go to the answer question. Do not go to the answer question. All right. I have it posted, but I don't want you looking at the answers. I want you to go back to make sure where, if you are correct in these areas. Again, the more you play with the material, that's how you learn it. That's how you remember it. All right. So you take your first quiz, you go back and do an open book, you make sure where you went wrong, you fix that, you answer them correctly, and then just go over all your answers. Give yourself maybe an hour or 2, or maybe a day. All right. And then you go back and review your notes, and then you take your quiz again. This second quiz you're going to take, this second copy that you made, you're going to take that quiz and then you're going to upload it to Moodle. All right. You're going to upload it to Moodle. Do not check whether you did well in it or not. Do not match it against the answer questions. Remember now, this is not, you're not going for a PhD and your life depending if you pass or not. This is a career that you're working in. And the goal here is that you really know the material. I've always admired teachers that put trust in the students and giving the students the opportunity to seek to learn the material rather than just taking, just having got a pass test mindset. All right. So the goal is for you to learn the material. So spend some time with it. Just like I said, I don't want to repeat myself before I give you a long video again, but spend some time, do exactly as I said. And the second test, when you take it, then you upload it to Moodle. I'm going to create that link. All right. Once I'm done with this video, I'm going to create that link so that you can upload it. You can upload your video. I hope I'm making sense. And I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. If you don't understand, please rewind the video. All right. And then that will count as your quiz grade. I'm going to record that as your quiz grade. So please, and if you didn't do well in it, once you see your grade and you know that, hey, I need to put some effort, and so hopefully that will help. Now, in the quiz, the threaded discussion, I realized everyone hasn't done it yet. Some people reply, but they never created that first post. If you haven't, I don't want to call names, but if you haven't, please try to do that. If you know you didn't create the first post. Also, I realized that the first introductory video for chapter 1, I realized some people did an amazing job with it, and then some people did good, So I'm not too sure if you understood. For those that didn't do, you didn't write that much, and I could tell that a lot, some people were writing, not a lot, but few people wrote pretty much exactly word for word as I was going on, and I realized in that word for word, they probably did not understand me right. And I don't know if it is my accent or I'm not too sure. So I learned a lot from that. Moving forward, I hope I'm clear enough that you guys will understand. But the goal with the videos is that you have to understand the material and then regurgitate in your own words. All right, understand what I'm saying and then give it back to me in your own words. Don't repeat word for word what I said. Give me the material back in your own words. Now, I can understand if you, for example, when I said sterile and some you misspelled it, that's okay. That's not what I'm looking for. I know you're trying to say sterile. But if you're just repeating what I said, you probably going to write, you probably going to, if you try to repeat what I said and you did not understand me, you're probably going to be writing short forms of what I said or something like that, and you're hoping that, okay, this is what he said. So understand what I'm saying. And once you understand what I'm saying, make little notes to make sure you understand what I'm saying, and then recapture your thought, and then present it to me, or present it back to me. All right. So, but overall, a lot of you got it, but few people were just, it looked at some few, and not a lot, try to give me exactly, what I said. Now, that is not to say you didn't do well. That is not to say that's not right. It's just to say, I want to know what you are thinking. All right. I want to know what you are thinking. How did you understand the material? All right. Because I understand it. And I need to know if you understand it, if you understand what I'm saying. That's why you have your book or your PDF, and then you have the video. So if I say something and you don't understand, it doesn't make sense, you can just refer to your book or to your PDF, and then see if you can capture that particular area. You can look into that particular area and capture the concept there. All right. Now, excuse me. Overall, you guys did great with that. Some people haven't done it yet. If you haven't done it yet, please try to do it. I still have it open. Please try to do it. I want to be as lenient as possible, because the situations that you guys and myself we are in right now with this book thing, there was a couple of delay, and I told you before from the very beginning that I was going to be lenient. So I don't want you to worry about what I must do to pass. All right. I want you to worry about knowing what you are learning in terms of being great on the field, and in terms of capturing the material mentally in order to take your exam. All right. So it's crucial that you learn exactly what I'm presenting to you, or what's in the material. So please always give me, understand what I'm saying, and give me back the material in your own words. All right. So another thing is that I will post the consent. I did send an email the other day talking about the consent. Please remember, I posted it on my, I can't do it today, but probably Monday I will post the consent. Please remember to fill it up and get ready for the 30th. All right. We are going to meet on the 30th at 6 p.m. So please be prepared for that, and come ready. The quizzes, all the materials for that week are going to be postponed to the next week. Now, if you look at your schedule again online, you will realize that chapter 5, I squeezed them in 1 week, both chapter 5 have 2 sessions. I squeeze them in 1 week, because there is a second lab session. I don't know when. They're still trying to rearrange this. They are trying to arrange some things, because they have 3 classes going on. So I cannot just keep going again with the materials. We might have problem again. So for now, until we reach to that week, if once we get there and we don't have the next section, I'm gonna fix that. So you will see chapter 5 part 1, chapter 5 part 2 in that 5th week, but disregard that. I'm gonna fix that. All right. And so by the time once you get this video, again, please remember, the quizzes are not going to be online until I can get caught up. If I can't get caught up, then then I guess we're going to keep doing it, uploading the quizzes, downloading, taking the quiz and then uploading it. That's what I mean. So if you do that early enough, every week I'm going to post, I'm going to post an activity where you can upload your quizzes. All right. This week, the deadline is not going to be tomorrow. So you still have up to next week. All right. Up to next Sunday to finish your chapter 1 and take your quiz. But chapter 2 deadline will be next Sunday as well, because I know you guys been reading chapter 1 this week. So chapter 2 deadline will be next week, Sunday at 11. So by 11 next week, both links, both quizzes should be available. All right. And then hopefully the week following will be we will be able to talk some things, clarify some things when we are all in person. We'll be able to clarify some things and answer some questions, and then I can get to know you guys, and you guys can get to know me, So I hope I cover everything. Yep, it looks like I cover everything. So don't worry about your grades. I've recorded all of your grades. I need to talk to my supervisor, because he told me he was going to get back to me with 1 or 2 things before we can start, before you guys, that I don't know exactly what it is, but he said he got to get to me about the grades. But I'm recording your grades. I also realized some people have not watched the videos, the week 1 video. I realized some people have not watched that, and I'm hoping you got today and tomorrow to watch them, maybe next week. But just make sure you watch that, and it will help. I'm extending pretty much everything until next week. All right. So we want to create a sense of, this is my responsibility and I have to meet them, but not from the position of fear, or not from the position of, oh, I got to get this and I'm anxious and all of that. No, we want to make sure you understand time management. We want to make sure you get them ready. Just as we are going, everything is falling in place as we are going now. The first week been really bumpy for all of us. I understand that. And then we go into the second week. So the online aspect of things is not perfect like I thought, because I had to get permission with a lot of things. Even the surgical inspection, I try to get permission to make copies and present them to you guys, but I could not get permission for that. All right. So that that was a problem, because again, I don't want to have problem with the writer of the book. I don't want any company coming after me, or coming after Wake Tech. For the matter of fact, you guys know the rules. You can't just go copying people materials without their knowledge. All right, especially on an educational platform like this, like community college and things like that, educational institution. You can't do that. So even though our program is not as it's not major, but still we can't do that, because we have to. Again, we were just talking you guys read that in the chapter ethics, doing the right thing. So I hope it's clear enough. I try to speak slowly as best as possible. I realized the other day I spoke a little fast, and a lot of people misunderstood certain things I said. But it's not a big deal. I see that you got the concept, but if you know you did not get the concept, go watch the video again. Slow it down. Watch the video again. All right. Don't forget, you got to understand the material. You have to understand the material. It's very important. All right. All right. Thank you. And take your quiz. I will have this quiz link so you can upload your quizzes. All right. And remember, I am recording your grades. Don't panic if you don't see your grades showing online. I am recording them manually. This coming week, I will get in touch with my supervisor, and he's gonna bring to my attention what he emailed me about, and then we're gonna start posting all your grades online. But with your notes that you posted, I completed them, and you should see complete and stuff like that. So thank you. Keep doing what you're doing. You're doing great. Keep reading. And oh, one more thing. A lot of you were grateful for the materials that I've, the PDF to get you guys going. And a lot of, pretty much all of you guys been really kind to me and very good to me. I appreciate that. Me being the newest on the block at the college in this field. So you guys been very good to me. I appreciate that. I appreciate your kind words as well. Keep doing what you're doing. All right. Keep doing what you're doing. I promise you, it's going to be over. You're going to do great. I know you guys are working hard and you got families and stuff like that, but keep doing what you're doing. If it's easy, anybody can do it. It has to be a little difficult. It's okay if it's a little difficult. That's what education is about. It has to be a little difficult. All right. So don't get discouraged. Keep doing that, and have a good one. Thank you.